Hello, it's January 19th here from the Ozarks. I'm Willie, ready for lesson 19. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. Yesterday was I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. So today we're going to do the same thing. We're going to talk about our thoughts. Before I do, I want to show you my snow peas. I planted these with the intention of them being microgreens. Well, as you can see, they didn't come up real thick. My seeds weren't real viable. I'd say they were probably only about 20% sprouted, maybe less than that. I had that pretty much covered with pea seeds. So my intention now, since they taste good like they are, I guess I could eat them just like that. But I think what I'm going to do is take at least some of the bigger ones and put them in their own pots and let them grow on a trellis, a little stick, for another 2 or 3 weeks, and then set them outside and see how they do. Maybe we'll get some early peas this year. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. The idea for today is obviously the reason why your seeing does not affect you alone. You will notice that at times the ideas related to thinking precede those related to perceiving, while at other times the order is reversed. The reason is that the order does not actually matter. Thinking and its results are really simultaneous, for cause and effect are never separate. That's a key idea, by the way. We're going to develop that a lot in A Course in Miracles, about how thoughts never leave their source and how cause and effect are never separate. Paragraph 2. Today we are again emphasizing the fact that minds are joined. This is rarely a wholly welcome idea at first, since it seems to carry with it an enormous sense of responsibility and may even be regarded as, in quotes, an invasion of privacy. Yet it is a fact that there are no private thoughts. Despite your initial resistance to this idea, you will yet understand that it must be true if salvation is possible at all. And salvation must be possible because it is the will of God. Paragraph 3. The minute or so of mind searching which today's exercises require are to be undertaken with eyes closed. The idea is to be repeated first, and then the mind should be carefully searched for the thoughts it contains at that time. As you consider each one, name it in terms of the central person or theme it contains, and holding it in your mind as you do so, say, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about blank. So we're going to start by saying our idea for the day with our eyes closed. This is an eyes closed practice period. Yesterday was an eyes open one. Today, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. We'll say to ourselves with our eyes closed. And then we'll begin to search our mind for the thoughts, and we'll name each one as we say, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about, and whatever it might be, speak it out in your mind. Paragraph 5. The requirements of as much indiscriminateness as possible in selecting subjects for the practice period should be quite familiar to you by now and will no longer be repeated each day, although it will occasionally be included as a reminder. Do not forget, however, that random selection of subjects for all practice periods remains essential throughout. Lack of order in this connection will ultimately make the recognition of lack of order in miracles meaningful to you. Another key component in A Course in Miracles, there's no order of difficulty in miracles. One's not harder or easier than the other. All acts of love are equal. They're complete. And the last paragraph. Apart from the as needed application of today's idea, at least 3 practice periods are required, shortening the length of time involved if necessary. Do not attempt more than 4. So we're going to do this 3 or 4 times for a minute or so, and you can even do it less than that if it's difficult. But we're going to just remember, search our mind for what thoughts are there and be a little bit away from the thought far enough to where you can notice it, speak it, what it is, and say, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about blank. All right? Well, be on the lookout for all of the myriad of God's ways of loving you and the world. Peace.